everyone, welcome back to another video. This week I am going to be baking because I actually bake quite a bit, like probably at least once a week. Like I'm always baking, I love it. And I like making videos of it, but I don't think you guys like watching them. So I'm trying to do them like not too often. But this bake is actually valid because it's really good to take for back to school lunch or for your tuck. I'm going to take in puddings to school because my school do amazing gluten-free lunches, but there's not always a gluten-free pudding, so this is like a really good thing to take, and it keeps really well. So it actually says in the recipe book, we have Paul Hollywood's recipe book, Pies and Hoods, that it tastes better the longer you leave it, and that's actually true. Like you can keep this for up to a month, I think. So yeah, it's really good. It's really yummy. It's called the Come Again cake. I don't know really why, but yeah. So you can put this in your packed lunches, take it in for your tuck, you know, whatever you want to do. And it's really yummy, and I feel like it's healthy. It's got healthy things in it. So I've actually never made this. My mum made it once and I thought it was really good and I was really loving it, and then she put it into a bread and butter pudding, which as much as I love bread and butter pudding, you can only eat it once, and once you've eaten it, it's gone. Like I could have just kept eating the loaf. So let's get started. First thing you want to do, I'll put all the ingredients down below so you can have like a whole list. So I've preheated the oven to 160 degrees. And I'm now going to put 200 grams of butter into the bowl. This isn't actually butter, I don't think. This is like an olive spread I found in the fridge. I couldn't find any butter. And I'll let you into a secret, the butter's also quite out of date. If you know me, like on a personal level, that sounds weird, you know that my family don't throw away out of date things. If I'm cooking for other people, so I'm taking cakes into school, I go out specially and buy in-date butter, but if I'm just cooking for the fam, it's not normally in-date. But that's okay because it doesn't kill you. And then 150 grams of caster sugar. There we go. And I'm just going to beat that until it's creamy, like you know when you make a cake light and fluffy. That olive spread is actually like really whisked as well. See how it's like almost gone white now? I'll just show you. It's really light and fluffy. So now you need to add 3 tablespoons of self-raising flour. Altogether you need 200 grams of flour, but for now just 3 tablespoons. Something just made a noise and I'm home alone. Nothing should be making a noise. What was that? I don't know. And then you just want to whisk that flour in. I missed a step. With that flour, yeah, I want to add 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder. Okay, now that that's all whisked in, you want to add 2 eggs, but one at a time. So I'm just going to do that. Oh, they went in both at the same time, it's okay. We'll roll with it. So just beat them in. And now it says just gradually pour in the rest of the flour. Now I've just added a splash of milk in because I'm actually using gluten-free flour, and I find when you use gluten-free flour, they can be a bit dry, so I always add a bit of milk to my bakes. So yeah, that's a fun fact, this is also a gluten-free bake. Now that that's whisked in, I'm going to make a start because you have to add dried fruits. These aren't dry, but they're cherries, and I feel like they'll be okay. And I just want to cut them up a bit more because they're quite big and I feel like that's not good. Okay, so now basically you just have to add all the remaining ingredients, which is the bit I've been dreading this whole time because I have to deal with the syrup and I just don't like jars of syrup. They're too sticky. Okay, let's go. 2 tablespoons. Is that right? 2 tablespoons of golden syrup. I can't even open it. Oh, already sticky. It's already sticky. No! I can't deal with this. I hate sticky things. Okay. Oh. Okay, so that's 1 tablespoon. My camera has a limit to how much you can record at one time. I did not know that, so my camera just switched off. And now the 2nd tablespoon. The dry fruit. So the cherries aren't dry at all, but we're going to do it anyway. Okay, so there's the cherries and my favourite sultanas. They're big raisins. I don't really know the difference. I think they're just bigger raisins, if you want to know. And I absolutely love chocolate raisins. Like, okay, so here's the raisins. Okay, so now that all the fruit's mixed in, I'm going to go around the edge of the bowl and mix all. Oh, I put too much fruit in. There's a lot of fruit in there. Oh, that's really annoying. I used more than half the bag and there's 500 grams in the bag. So that's over 250 and I put the cherries in. So I've put well over 200 and that's what the recipe said. This is why we should measure. Okay, and now I'm just going to pour that into the tin. There we go, it's slightly over full. I hope it doesn't rise, but it's got self-raising flour in it, so it's a stupid thing to say. Okay, this is probably going to be a disaster, but now I'm going to put it in the oven for an hour and a half. Bam. Okay, so this is the end result. It's like a loaf. Mine sort of burnt a bit and went over, so I just cut them bits off. But that's it. I'm gonna eat some now, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you did. Comment down below what videos you want to see, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye!